News reaching us now confirms that Dele Farotimi has been granted bail of 50 million naira shorty in the like sum with someone with landed property.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video, we dive into a tale of two justice systems, one that shames the ordinary while shielding the powerful. Picture this: Yahaya Bello, a former governor accused of an alleged 110.4 billion naira fraud, strolling into court with a smile, greeting officials and walking free without handcuffs. Meanwhile, human rights lawyer Dele Farotimi, accused of cybercrime, arrives at court shackled like a hardened criminal, flanked by heavily armed officers. How can this be justice? What message does this send to Nigerians like you and I? Let me remind you, Yahaya Bello faces accusations involving massive sums of public money that could have built hospitals, schools, or roads, yet he is afforded dignity and privilege in court. Contrast that with Dele Farotimi, a lawyer whose supposed crime is a defamation case rooted in free speech. Is this how we uphold the noble ideals of our legal system? Esteemed lawyer J.S. Okutekpa San didn't mince words when he called Farotimi's handcuffing a disgrace to the legal profession. Critics argue this isn't just an injustice, it is a calculated humiliation aimed at silencing voices of dissent while shielding the politically powerful. Now, I have breaking news for you. The Federal High Court in Ado-Ekiti has granted Farotimi 50 million naira bail, but make no mistake, this isn't the end of the story. Nigerians are speaking out with hashtags like Free Farotimi, exposing these stark disparities. Stay tuned as we roll the clips, reactions from those who truly know the law, not the facade of it. You will see the images sparking this debate and hear voices demanding real judicial reform. This is more than a story, it is a wake-up call. Let's demand a justice system that serves all Nigerians, not just the elite. Now, watch these clips and let's continue the conversation.
News reaching us now confirms that Dele Farotimi has been granted bail of 50 million naira shorty in the like sum with someone with landed property, and the case has been adjourned to the 29th of January 2025. Well, the news has been confirmed that Dele Farotimi, who was earlier detained, has been granted bail of 50 million naira shorty in the like sum with someone with landed property, and the case has been adjourned to the 29th of January 2025, and that is on Dele Farotimi's detention on alleged defamation, who is a human rights lawyer. He has been granted bail in Ekiti State, and it's a bail of 50 million naira shorty, and the case has also been adjourned to the 29th of January 2025. And of course, News Central will give you abreast on how the case unfolds from here.
So the Federal High Court in Ekiti granted Dele Farotimi a 50 million naira bail, and his cybercrime trial has been adjourned till 29th of January. And a lot of Nigerians have been reacting, to the bail condition. While some people are saying that, this is on the high side and it is quite unreasonable, some people are of the opinion that at least it's going to be out and be free. And to some people, they are saying that this is nothing but abuse of power. But one thing I'll put out here now is that we all know that Dele Farotimi is a lawyer. Like I said in one of my videos, if any of his rights, his fundamental human rights, were abused, he needs to go ahead and press charges. Let him go ahead and press charges against Afe Babalola. But let's see how it goes in a couple of days to come.
Hello everyone, and so this is breaking news. Dele Farotimi granted 50 million naira bail. For a crime that doesn't even exist in Ekiti State, granted 50 million naira bail. But the lawmaker that assaulted someone, said he was going to disappear someone, he killed someone, nothing will happen, called the IG of police, said the IG of police can become everything. He was granted 500,000 naira bail. That's in Nigeria, that you have. Criminality is what is... criminality, those that are into criminalities are the ogas and madams in Nigeria. but is a citizen who speaks the truth, who stands and be a voice, who refuses to take part in the criminality, is the one that you now become the criminals in the eyes of the criminals. Anyway, a federal high court in Ekiti state hearing Afe Babalola's defamation case has granted Dele Farotimi a 50 million naira bail. Omoyele Sowore, the 2023 African Action Congress AAC presidential candidate, shared this development on X handle on Monday. Dele Farotimi was granted bail of 50 million naira shorty in the like sum with someone with landed property. The case was adjourned to 29 January 2025. So I remember now there are two cases, that are going on, because I know there was protest supposed to be tomorrow where they had said the magistrate court had said they were going to hear him. I've forgotten that they actually filed another charges. So now, so that whatever you do, you have different if this one can't keep him for now, this one will keep him. That's the nonsense that they think that they are playing in Ekiti State, in Nigeria as a whole, because this is not just a case of Ekiti and whatever. You can see there is a bigger picture out there. There's a bigger hand out there, and it's been going on for months, where they're trying to shut down the voices of those that usually would speak in Nigeria. Farotimi, a retired lawyer and author, was arraigned before the court on fresh charges filed by the Inspector General of Police. The suit adds to the ongoing trial of the author before a magistrate court in the state on allegations of publishing defamatory content against Babalola in a book titled Nigeria and Its Criminal Justice System. And here we are today having Dele Farotimi actually living out how criminal the Nigerian justice system is. He wrote a book, and they made him the main character of the book, and they are acting out the book before the very eyes of the people, so that those who cannot even read and write, those who don't want to read, those who are not interested, will see it being played. They are doing it, and it's not skit, it's reality. It's a Nigerian reality of what is going on. FIJ earlier reported that the magistrate court remanded Farotimi in prison and adjourned an application for his bail until December 10th, which is supposed to be tomorrow. Subsequently, the IGP filed a fresh 12-count additional charge before the federal high court on Friday. So this is what they have now is the fact that now there's a federal high court, and then there's a magistrate case going on. There's now a federal high court that has been filed by the IG of police. The IG of police recently come out to also say that the judiciary is corrupt and needed I can't remember the exact word he used, but sort of like needed reform, that when people are blaming police and all of that. So the IG of police now, who is also going to sue him, who is going to put him in jail and all of that, but he feels that he's going away freely. We've seen a lot of judicial officers, retired judicial officers, who talk about the corruption in that whole system. And I remember watching Amina Augi, retired Justice Amina Augi, that retired a former Supreme Court judge, talking about the corruption and how they brought it even to her own, doorstep, and how they tried to corrupt her. And she was like, it's not just the judicial officers only, but also those in the registry and all of that. Even to an extent, they threatened her. And for me, I do know that yes, there are judges, incorruptible judges, although in Nigeria they are the ones who are made to feel ashamed because they don't collect bribes, because the ones that collect bribes are the ones who are loud, who are everywhere, who are doing all sorts of things. Then the ones who don't collect are the ones who are ashamed, are the ones who are threatened, are the ones who are scared. I can tell if I see some justices, when they talk to me, one thing that always surprised me is that I always assume that security people, judicial officers, or people in the judiciary, that they're the ones that will hate me the most, because I'm always calling them out and stuff like that. But when I meet them personally, literally they are amongst my biggest fans. You see them, oh, thank you. Oh, this one, thank you for your voice. Your voice, we are behind you. Yes, we cannot come out and support you openly. I'm always surprised. There was one, the way he broke out the things that he went through just for staying upright. I just felt cold. I'm like, if people, I'm talking at high level judicial officers are afraid, then what about the rest of Nigerians that don't have a voice? And that's the reason why we can never, be silent on this. Yaya Bello is there working, doing this thing. A lot of people are there feeling free, doing anything anyhow. But then it's Dele Farotimi that they think they're going to put down and make him feel whatever. They put him in handcuff and feeling like what a shame. What a big shame. This was a Yaya Bello siphon millions of dollars, get less amount for J. Chinook. So I'm looking at the comment section now. 50 million is for what, please? Said somebody called Chima Echifule. Choose Kitchen said the government has to grant him bail to avoid the planned protest, which could lead to revolution or possibly army doing something. 50 million is too much, too. I have the sentiments of this man, because they know there's a planned protest that is coming on tomorrow at on the 10th of December, which was the day that was scheduled by the magistrate court for the court hearing. And ironically, it's the International Day of the Human Rights. And so you see the real lack of human rights playing out in Nigeria while you're watching all of this. For those of you who are watching and wondering, please, I'm having some allergic reaction. I woke up 2 days ago and then I had a bit of a swelling, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. Hopefully it's not something that is too serious. I actually thought it was this herpes simplex, what we call fever, blister, and all of that. I just don't know. It just keeps going. Then Hakuna Matata said 50 million for a libel civil offense, while the House of Representatives that assaulted a citizen was granted a bail of 500,000. I said this earlier in this video. This is a slap on all faces of anyone calling him her son, a son barrister lawyer in our country, including those studying law in school. It is better to start thinking twice. This thing that you just see that there's no justice anywhere, and they think that they're going to break people's spirits. Are you for real?